TikTok. Oh, wait, I can. Oh, that's weird. TikTok. Oh, wait, I can. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Okay. Uh, the daily accountability. Basically, what that is to really help you refocus on the things that are important to self care. And one of those things is, of course, exercise. And now, if you're not able to do long periods of exercise, we can recommend, even a minute or two. You can do 10 different times 1 minute exercises, and you're going to still have really positive benefits. But if you can do the American Red Cross, the American Cancer Society, all of the big people, they all suggest 30 minutes of cardiovascular activity 3 times a week, no matter how old you are. And so cardiovascular activity can obviously change, the speed and whatever, depending on your age. But one of the reasons for that is because when you're in a bad relationship, we might not be fully clinically depressed, but we're not seeing the world in as happy of a way as we can because we're so focused on this other person who's bringing our life down. So one of the reasons why exercise in that 30 minutes is a good mark to get if you can is because of the fact that when you exercise and you keep your heart rate elevated for that period of time, it actually increases your endorphins. So endorphins, for those of you who don't know, they're naturally occurring feel-good chemicals in your body. So when you're extra getting those chemicals, you feel better. And again, when you've been in a bad relationship, those chemicals tend to be lower. So we want to start increasing those naturally feel-good chemicals. And what we also notice is that when we are taking more care of ourselves, we're feeling better emotionally and physically, socially, spiritually, all of it. Everything is connected. And so, again, so part of it is the exercise. The other part of exercise that's great is it's a great time to clear your head. I can't say I'm a runner. I do run. I can't say I love running, but I do love the effects of it. And one of the things that I love is that it's so much clarity. I guess when I'm exercising or when I'm specifically, even when I'm lifting weights, but when I run, there's just this ability to see things through in such a more clear way. I can clear my head. I'm in my own thoughts. I have my music. Here I'm in a beautiful spot. I'm actually, right now I can see the water from my doorstep right now. Obviously that helps, but clearing your head and being able to see things from a different perspective is really helpful as well. So self-care is a priority. So again, I'm on vacation, but I'm making sure and I'm not eating as well as I normally do. Totally fine. Still exercising, taking care of myself, getting that rest, taking the time that I need. Now, when we do the daily accountabilities with our clients, we're also making sure that you're looking for that joy. What's bringing you happiness? And that's the second thing that I really wanted to talk about when I came on today is that, so often we get shoveled into the monotony of the everyday. We're just shuffling through life. We're not really looking for the joy. We're just dealing with. And, you think about it, life is made up of every single moment. So there's lots of moments that bring up life. If we're not enjoying those moments and looking for the joy, we're going through our lives half awake. We're going through our lives unhappy. We're going through our lives unfulfilled. So going and looking for, specifically looking for the joy, looking for what brings us happiness is really important to be able to focus on. Because we can get sucked into all the negative things that are going on in politics. We can get sucked into all the negative things that are going on with family, with friends, with everything else. But life is filled with all these different moments, and we get to choose how we want to live each one of those moments. So looking for that joy is something that's really important. So those are the two things, and it's so easy to get sucked into life, right? I'd love to hear your thoughts, how easy it is to get sucked into negativity. And sometimes it's just location change when you're like, I can't see the positive. I'm just so frustrated. I'm so irritated at everything that's going on. Sometimes it's just putting your phone down and getting off social media. Sometimes it's getting out and going for a walk. Sometimes, I mean, and if you can, because I know this is an expense, going on vacation, going somewhere where you're changing your environment. Go camping. That's a cheap one. Go for a walk in the woods. That's free. You know, so there's definitely different opportunities for you to go out there and change your environment, change the people that you're surrounding yourself with, so that if you're having a hard time finding your joy, sometimes it's the people that you've been hanging out with, sometimes it's the things you've been doing, sometimes it's the habits that you've gotten into. I had someone today in my Facebook feed that said, you know what, every single time I drink alcohol, I get really bad heartburn and I feel really sick. Don't tell me to stop drinking alcohol though. What should I do? Well, we know the answer to that, right? The answer would be stop drinking alcohol or lower the amount of alcohol. It's such an easy answer. But when you're in it, you're like, but I enjoy it. I feel good. But the question is, do you really feel good? So take away the alcohol. Maybe it's the relationship. Is this real? Are you fighting for this relationship? Like, oh, they're a narcissist. How do I deal with a narcissist? Well, sometimes you don't need to deal with a narcissist. Sometimes you need to walk away from the narcissist. So you got to really ask yourself, what are you doing that's keeping you stuck, where you're just like, how do I survive this terrible thing that I'm dealing with? Or can I remove myself from it and actually create something different for myself? And all of that has to do with really checking into your body. And again, that self-care that we do with clients and making sure they're doing all areas of their self-care, their physical, social, mental, emotional, and spiritual health, reconnecting all those different areas, making sure you're exercising for those endorphins, looking for the joy, surrounding yourself around people that are supportive and inspiring. All of that is going to help you really reconnect to your life and rediscover a life that you're excited to wake up to every single day. So if you're having trouble with any of that, make sure that you go to the link in my bio, grab the resources that are there. We're here to help support you. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and definitely go through some of our other videos and see all the other great tips that we have to heal from toxic relationships. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.